And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
We have already started here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. That is good alertness. Now it's Vinicius. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Griezmann. Vinicius Junior. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's beaten the last man. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lucas Vasquez! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Valverde. Gallagher. No goals as yet. And here's Mbappe. Alvarez. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And he's heaved it away. And it's Modric. Pablo Barrios does well to get it back. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The very energetic Conor Gallagher is someone who you can't help but like. He loves to get in the opposition box, and he is a box-to-box player. He's a real throwback to some of the number 8s in days gone by. He's got a superb attitude.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Molina. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me...
Great hit! Hits one! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! There is the breakthrough! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Marcó en el minuto 29 el dorsal 7.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Raspilicueta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's neat. Alaba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vinicius Junior! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, after so much hard work, he bluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
Gallagher. Llorente. Modric. It's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Griezmann. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe. And he's surging through. And it's Griezmann. Gallagher. Alvarez. And it's Azpilicueta. And here's the chance to counter. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe. And he's certainly onside here. Lucas Vazquez. And the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Madrid having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So with Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. Molina. Now it's Griezmann. Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That is a great pick out. Azpilicueta. Oh, there's a probing ball. And Pablo Barrios. Molina. He's picked his way through. And here's Griezmann. Gallagher. Carvajal does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. Longley gets a foot in here. Gallagher. Azpilicueta. He's played him through. Rudiger gets it clear. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's burst through. That's not going far. That's a throw. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
De Paul.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Decent hit! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Stood up well to him there. Driving on and making good progress. De Paul pinches it off him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Aimed beyond the defence. Gallagher. Molina. For De Paul. Now it's Griezmann. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well,
Mbappe! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Into the lead once more.
that looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
El dorsal 9. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
Madrid go into the lead.
El dorsal 4.
And it's Griezmann.
Por el dorsal 15.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on.
De Paul. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Tchouameni carries the ball down the right. De Paul. Azpilicueta.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior. That's a nicely measured pass. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gift it back. The ball's gone astray. Molina. I think we're just about done here. And it's Azpilicueta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
De Paul. Played into the middle. Rudiger tries to clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Mbappe. Gallagher. Oh, good ball, and this looks... Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Gallagher. Alvarez. And he's there to get it away. That's that, the end. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Floated through. Can he put it away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Angelino receives it in a good position here. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Al-Sharawi. Koopmeiners. Al-Sharawi. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, someone who could ignite this contest is Stefan El-Shaarawy. He usually starts from a wide attacking position before cutting inside with a combination of pace and skill. And he's more than a decent finisher too, so keep an eye on him.
Okay, interesting. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Gonzalez. Celik. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And Angelino. Koopmeiners stood his ground strongly. Mancini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cristante! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Bremer with the clearance. Cambiasso takes control of it and he's on the move. No, there's no going past him this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Locatelli. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Al-Sharawi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's really well manoeuvred. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Kalulu running with the ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It looked as though that might... Hits one! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
El Shaarawy is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Gonzalez. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Soulé engages and forces him off the ball. Angelino.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's good running with the ball. Angelino. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we are... Gonzalez! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
There they go, hunting in packs. Angelino. Oh, super find.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He gets big. Well, now it's in for the pieces. Yildiz. McKennie. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Gonzalez. Koopmeiners cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift.
Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Great hit! And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Soulé. And Mancini. Now he's off and running. Gonzalez. Mancini does really well to win the ball there. Angelino. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's in on goal. Now the finish! He's scored! And they're back in front!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gonzalez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ndika. Cristante. Ndika. Mats Hummels. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bremer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Locatelli. Yildiz. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Mancini. And Celik. Yildiz. Wriggles his way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Soulé. El Shaarawy. Oh, that's well spotted. He is through here. There's the hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Out to the right.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Celik. Stood up well to him there. Yildiz. And he's had a hit! And the lead stays intact, just.
Yildiz was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Celik gets a good foot in there. Decent progress down the left. Yildiz. Cristante does well to get it back. Cambiasso. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cambiasso cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ndika calmly anticipates. Soulé. Nicely worked.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
McKennie.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.